Yo, 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 it's Marky Marks Tarot. Oh boy. Nobody wants to listen to that idiot anyway. Sorry, this shit's so annoying. Gift cards, I don't want that shit. Sign in to use the code. Okay. Da, 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 da. Hello, Sacred. How you doing? Happy solstice energy right back at you. How are you today? Any advice? Be yourself, be available, be online every day for a couple hours. Um, leave your channel open to the public if you're just starting. Just leave it open publicly and try to have a friend as a moderator to get rid of the trolls or anybody who acts crazy. You can do it yourself, you can handle it. And then once you get, a good bit of subscribers, you can put it back to subscribers mode and you can just have decent people around all the time. But if you're starting up, Be honest, because you're gonna get different people who want different answers. Best thing to do is to always tell the truth, no matter if it's bad or good. A true psychic says the truth, whether it's bad or good. Don't worry about hurting anybody's feelings. They'll thank you for it. Obviously, certain people need to hear things like that. And it's not always bad and it's not always good. But being available is the key. Every day, if you go on for like an hour or two, give a free message, set up a way people can pay you. All the regular things. The more available you are, the more you get. So you're welcome. Hey Ninja, how you doing? And remember to be very patient. It takes time to establish yourself. It takes time to get where you want to go. I've been on here for 4 years, and I meet new people every day. Every day, I meet somebody different every time. You always learn. Sometimes you know how to deal with certain people, certain ways. You know, the more that you learn, the more you earn. Try not to make it about money. Try to make it about helping people, and then the money will just come when it does. I'm doing good, Ninja. It's nice and cool here today. Just had pizza for dinner, so I'm good to go. I haven't had a pizza forever. I didn't know what to eat anymore. I got sick and tired of making food, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself to a pizza today. Why not? But yeah, all was good. Had a good day. Are you having salmon? Oh, nice. I had fish yesterday. I had tuna yesterday. It was good. Tomorrow I'm gonna have pork chops on the barbecue with my mom and dad for lunch. I just came from their house, went to visit them. Got my mom some groceries that she needed. I told her that because my dad fell the other day and he hurt his knee, he's walking around with a cane. So I told him, don't drive. I'll just go get the groceries they need. So I went to get the groceries and delivered it to him. They're all right. He says he feels better today. Yeah, he's better. Yeah, he's better today. Obviously, when you fall and you take that bump, it hurts the first day, and then the second day, it starts to get better. So he's all right. He's okay. Hey, Jessica, how are you, sweetheart? You all right? So yeah, instead of him driving, and stuff like that, I just told my mom that I was going to the grocery store. So I swear, it's like I go to the grocery store almost every single day because you always need something, you always forget something. Then because the grocery store is going to be closed here on Christmas and Boxing Day, so you got to make sure you get like everything you need. So I pretty much have everything I need now. Then I made sure my mom had everything she needs. All I really need is milk for my coffee and have coffee, and I'm good. I need my coffee in the morning, and then I got like eggs for breakfast and pancakes and all sorts of shit that I got. So I got enough food. That's good. I'm glad I got more fish today. So we're gonna have plenty of food left over on Monday. I'm good. I don't need the grocery store no more. I'm sick and tired of going to the grocery store. It's like the prices of everything has gone up. Everything's just ridiculous. Yeah, it's kind of a chill Saturday today. Yeah, I've had a nice Saturday. I pretty much didn't do much. I just hung out home, tied it up a bit. I still got my dishes to wash from earlier, which I'll do, I guess, at some point in time. I don't really care. I'm getting sick and tired of dishes. I wish I was rich and I can just throw the dirty dishes in the trash and then just go buy new ones or live off of paper plates. No, we don't have Costco here, but we have like a place that's like it. It's like it's called Price Right. It's like a Canadian based it's like a Canadian business that's here. It's called Price Right. It's a big ass place. It's like two of them on the island. We have like so many places. We have a lot of bulk stores now and stuff. Yeah, we have tons of bulk stores. There's a bulk store like about 2 minutes away from here, but they're pretty expensive. You got to know where to go, like because I find that the smaller the business, the higher the price. The bigger the business, the less the price, because the bigger places can afford to you know, do things like to give you a better price. Some places. One thing about me, I shop around. Yesterday, I called around. You guys know that tinfoil, the non-stick tinfoil that people use. I use it sometimes too, right? But you can use regular tinfoil and just put olive oil on it or spray like, some non-stick stuff on it. But I like getting the non-stick tinfoil from now every now and then. And the place that I go, they don't have it anymore. Like they just stopped selling it. So I called a place that I normally don't go. And I called there yesterday and they said, "Oh yeah, we got a two-pack here for 25.78." And I'm like, $25 for two things of tinfoil? I said, "Well, how much yards is it?" "Oh, I don't know. I think it's 150." I was like, "Okay, cool, yeah." I was like, "All right, I'll come and get it." I never went and got that. 25 bucks for two damn rolls of tinfoil. You must be crazy. I'll stick to my regular tinfoil and put some olive oil on it. It's cheaper. Yeah, I use paper plates as well. In the morning, like sometimes when I have like a breakfast sandwich or I make a sandwich, I just use my paper plates. Like I got like 40 paper plates, like I'd say about like 6 inches. Enough to put a sandwich on, like throwaway plates for like $9 for like 40. It saves me from like washing dishes and doing unnecessary shit. It's like a double plate it's a nice, decent plate. So yeah, in the morning I never use like a regular plate unless I'm making like a big breakfast, which I hardly ever do. So that's about it. And then sometimes I'll use paper plates if I have like a meal where it's not hot. Because hot things on paper plates don't really work that well. So like if I have something that's not hot, I'll use it. But one thing I hate, and I've expressed it a million times, is I hate washing dishes. Like I honestly like even like a dishwasher is a joke. Some dishwashers don't even like really wash shit properly. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I just leave it alone. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like it. Sometimes I let my dishes accumulate, and sometimes I just rinse it and just put it on the side because I don't feel like dealing with it. I can't stand it. I do not like washing dishes. But I don't have paper. I don't like paper cups or paper plates or plastic plates and plastic cups. I don't like that. Well, whoever's with me has got to wash dishes. I'll cook. That's not a problem. I just want a professional dishwasher person, human being. If I had a woman that said, "Look, I'll wash the damn dishes, you just cook," I'd be like, "You serious? I love you. I love you every day. Every dish you wash, I'll love you even more. If you wash all my fucking dishes and put them away, I'll cook every day, baby. I'll even pay for the damn food if you wash my dishes." That's like the best deal in the century, in the world. Okay, sure. Yeah, fucking right. Hell to the yeah. Jessica, I see you donated, sweetheart. You can go ahead and ask your questions. Okay, Ninja, no problem. What the heck is going on here? Why is this showing up here? Why is this on here? There's like so many deals online. It's ridiculous. Like I have so much shit. I don't need nothing else. But like I get emails from the places I buy things from. Like every day they shoot me an email for being a loyal customer for years. We're sending you 25% off. And I'm like, I don't, you should have gave me that when I was looking for the damn shit. I don't need it now. I got everything. Spiritual, if you want to ask a question, it's $5 through PayPal. Unless you're asking me like a regular question. I'm doing good, thank you. I hope you are too. Okay, cool. Yeah, sure, you can ask, yeah. I'm dealing with Jessica right now, and then I'll get to you after, spiritual. All right. Just move. Ready to be with me and have a family. You know, like what cards do you use? You know, like a regular question, like, you know, what cards do you use or how many decks do you have? Like, that's a regular question. Okay, spiritual, thank you. That's a regular question in my eyes. All right, so you said, is Mo really ready to be with me and have a family? All right, let's check. I cleaned my cards yesterday, and it's like they feel so much better to shuffle now. I think his. I don't think. I think he's ready, but he doesn't like feel like um you're giving him like that kind of confidence to him. Like he's worried about like you not really wanting to like be with him right now. Like if you're not pushing him to be with you, then he's like, well, she's not really pushing me to be with her. So like, you know, I'm ready, but like I don't know if she's ready for me. But the only thing that he really likes is the communication. So if you guys talk every day, he likes that. He likes the fact that you talk. He likes the fact that you know you guys are communicating every day, talking to each other. You know, he finds that that's good. But I feel like he is ready, but he feels like maybe you're not ready, or you're giving him like a vibe where he feels like, well, she's not pressuring me to come to her. She's not begging me to come to her. So I guess I'll just take my time and I'll get there when I get there. Like, you know? Yeah. Well, if he shies away, then it's him then. So I would say like he shies away because he probably feels like he's not, you know, completely prepared to get to you. I'm getting that he worries and he's concerned like he can't do what he needs to do for you. That's the issue. But he loves the fact that he communicates with you, he talks to you, you know, things like that. But he just feels like it's not fair to him right now, and it's not fair that he's there, you're there, and you can't be together and all that type of stuff. You know, my friend told me that I'm not ready for a relationship, but I am. Yeah, I mean, maybe he gets that vibe from you that you're not like, you know, ready, or maybe like he's not. I feel like, until you guys get in each other's energy, and nothing's gonna change. I tell people all the time, you know, I tell people all the time that um, the only way you're gonna actually be together and do things together and actually feel it all out is you have to be in each other's energy. You have to be in each other's energy physically every day. And if you're not physically, then you got to be like video chatting every day and getting to know each other. And then you get to the point where you actually see each other for real. So until that really like happens, then there is no serious nothing. Does the ex care? You're saying, does the ex really care for his child? Sure. If he did, he'd be there. Can't stand men like that. I say that about my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law every day. They don't care about their children. They know how to make them do. I would say if it's a son, then I would say that like he doesn't really like he cares, but he knows that he's being taken care of by you. So like, yeah, exactly, yeah. Like he feels empty without the son or without his child. Whether it's a son or a daughter, like he does, like he feels empty, not having communication with them or dealing with them or seeing them. But he knows that you're taking good care of the child, so he's like, yeah, whatever, she's taking care of him, so that's all that matters. I don't care. Um, I feel like he knows that that his child's safe in your hands, and the child's like fine. Like as long as he knows that the child's fine in your hands and he's doing what he has to do on his end, maybe paying or whatever. If he's doing that, giving you bare minimum child support, whatever the case may be, I would say like he cares, but he doesn't really care because he knows that you know it's a daughter. Okay, well that's why I got I thought it was a boy, but maybe it's him not giving shit about the girl. So yeah, it's maybe him not giving shit about the girl. So I thought it was maybe him not giving shit about you. But if it's a daughter, then I would say that he knows that your daughter's safe with you, and but he's not making any plans. He's not doing shit. Yeah, so that should pretty much say he doesn't care. The only thing he knows and he cares about is that his daughter's in good hands with you, and he knows that the daughter's going to be fine in your hands, and he could care less. That's sad. But there is like an empty feeling in his heart. Like he says to himself, I have a daughter. I should be dealing with her, but I can't deal with my baby mom, and I don't really give a shit about nothing. She'll be fine. She's in her care, whatever. Like. So because he knows the daughter's in your care, like he could really give a shit. And that's sad because that's how most people are. Yeah. I would say the only good thing I see here is that he knows that she's in good hands with you, and that's all that matters to him. It's sad. At least give money and help. I know a lot of women too. Like they get child support and like they just waste all the money, and then the kid gets neglected. So it's really hard to deal with that whole situation. Yeah, exactly. And even if something does, but he will still probably wait till you take it to somebody else. Like say if something happened to you where you couldn't take care of your daughter, it'd be like, oh yeah, her mom would take care of him, or her auntie or her sister or whatever would take care of the baby or the child. It's like me. I live here next to my sister. When my brother-in-law left, he's like, yeah, Mark's there. He's gonna help him. So fuck it. He owes my sister like all this money for the children, but yet sends them money in their account for their birthday. It don't make no sense. Like some of these people, I honestly feel like they really don't have a brain, or their brain doesn't develop. Their brain hasn't developed yet, or they're just really mean and nasty and evil, and they just act dumb so they don't have to pay. Oh, the reason why he cares if you're with someone else, because that someone else is around his daughter, and if someone else is around you having you, right? When do they make sense? When does an idiot make sense? When does a narcissistic person make sense? When does a person like that make sense? They never make sense because they want to live that life. They want to make sure they aggravate you for the rest of your life, because that's what they're built for. They're built to aggravate you. You see what I'm saying? So our life choices are our problem in the long run. Unfortunately, we make the wrong choices and have children with the wrong people, or we deal with the wrong people, and unfortunately, our decisions, our bad decisions, we have to live with. I know it. When does he make sense? Like I said, you got to ask yourself. Some people don't make sense at all. I told everybody if I can sell common sense, I'd be a millionaire, but nobody would have the common sense to buy it. Hey Barb, how you doing? Season's greetings. All ready for Christmas? Merry Christmas to you too, sweetheart. Hope all's good in your world. All right, Jessica wants to know how to be with Jessica. Will the ex leave her alone? Yeah, I think once he finds out it's actually happening, like once he knows it's real and he sees evidence, he'll leave you alone. He'll be like, yeah, this is too risky to aggravate her. I'll leave her alone. She's moved on. She's with somebody else. She's not lying. I'm just gonna like throw off the bullshit and just leave her alone. And I'm going my way. She can go her way. We're not together. We're separated. So who fucking cares? Like once he sees that you're actually taken for sure, he'll leave you alone because he knows that it's true. And he knows like some people need to see shit in order to believe it. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is gonna make him know that, yeah, she's with the guy. I see her in the picture with the guy. She put it up on the internet or whatever, yada yada yada. And he'll be like, okay, yeah, I know that she's gone now. She's taken. Well, I'll leave her alone. I don't have to deal with her. And now I can just move on with myself and just leave her alone, period. Yeah. Well, that's what happens. Is Christmas ready for you? There you go. Exactly. How can they care? How can she care for a man that doesn't care about her? But obviously he's gonna be a dickhead and say stupid shit and do stupid shit. But you can't fix stupid people like that. And when they do say something or aggravate you, who cares? Just block and delete them and go about your business. You'll be happy with moving and you don't have to worry about nothing. But he'll back down. Yeah, he'll be like, yeah, whatever. I'll leave her alone now. I'm sure he'll still spy every now and then to see what you're up to. They all do. But I think he'll leave you alone after that once he sees you with another man, for sure. Like, the evidence. All right. Spiritual. Let me get to your question. You said, when is Erin coming toward you and have a future with you? Is there anyone else? All right. Hey, calm down. It's my dog in the background. It's making all these damn noises. Spiritual, I don't see Edwin coming back in the near future. I don't see him coming back in the next few months. No. I tell you this all the time. I don't see Erwin coming back. And he's not coming back no time soon. I don't see him coming back. I think that gotten rid of the fact that he wants to come back to you and he's moving out of his old ways. He'll ignore this chance of coming back. I don't see any communication or any opportunity of him coming back to you at all. I don't see that. As far as like someone coming towards you in the next 3 months, it still looks like it's only like a man who want to like, possibly talk to you or possibly like seduce you or say something to you. Yeah, there's a chance where he'll say Merry Christmas to you, but that's probably, that's probably it. Like you're asking me, is he gonna come back to you in the future? Not come back to you, but he'll probably say, Merry Christmas or talk to you, but like not be with you in a relationship. No. Talking to you is one thing and being with you is another. So he might talk to you on Christmas or around this time. He might say Merry Christmas to you or something like that. Yeah, talking is possible, but being more than that is nothing. I don't see that him coming back to you in the future. No. I'm doing this for like a 3 month span. So like from now till March, I don't see like another man coming towards you or a new man. If a man does come in your energy, he's like going to try to like, have sex with you or just talk to you and things like that. He's not wanting a relationship. But I feel like you'll be able to talk to another man. You'll be able to talk. You're sociable. You can be talking to other people, your friends, things like that. And possibly if you get yourself out there, there's a chance of meeting somebody. But that's only if you put yourself out there. If you're just staying home doing nothing, then obviously that's not going to work. So in the next 3 months in the future, I don't really see anything seriously positively happening as far as like a relationship. But see, this is what you have to understand, is if a guy does not want to talk to you or be with you, then he's not. So that's telling you something. No answer is an answer. So you have to take that as, if you're gonna ghost and do all that type of shit, that's like immature. That's an immature man. Why do you want to be with somebody like that? I know people have feelings for people, but people ain't gonna change, Yeah, it's possible he could talk to you on Christmas, but that's about it. Talking is one thing and being in a relationship is another. So it's possible he could say Merry Christmas to you, but don't get excited. Because I don't see him like wanting to be in a relationship. Right. And why do you want somebody like that? You have to ask yourself that. You're holding back your life, You're holding back your life by dealing with people like that, you know? So you really have to ask yourself, what's going on? Yes, I know what you want, but if it doesn't happen, then why wait? Why, like, you're going to wait your whole life, for the guy to talk to you again? And what if he says Merry Christmas? So what? And then you say Merry Christmas back, and then that's it. And he doesn't speak to you again. So you're satisfied with that? You have to ask you ask yourself that. No, I don't. No, I don't see that. No. I don't see him continuing to talk to you. I just see, like, yeah, most men are scared of other men. That happens. Yeah. Or not maybe daddy issues, but maybe just issues with themselves. So spiritual, it's up to you, I just told you that I don't see anybody else in the next 3 months. In the next 3 months, I just don't see anybody. If there is, there's somebody who just wants to have sex and that's it. And I'm sure you don't want to have a sex-based relationship. But if you do, hey, go for it if that's what you want. But I just see like a man that would try to seduce you or talk to you and try and get into bed with you, and that's it. I don't see like a positive, serious, decent man. Yeah, exactly. So, there's always a person like that. I'm sure if somebody read my cards, they probably see a woman ready to give me herself. But I'm not about that. I don't want that. I want a real woman that's not ready to like sell herself to me. No, there's no one in his life. He's by himself. I don't see him with anybody. I just see him talking to another guy, like a friend or something like that. I don't see, I don't see him with anybody. I don't see no love, no nothing like that. I just see like him communicating with a friend, and that's about it. Nothing serious going on. That's something that he has to figure out. Some people listen. You can't go through life. I'm going to tell you this, buddy. You do whatever you want, right? But at the end of the day, if you really like somebody and they don't like you, and they don't talk to you, then that's your sign to move on. That's your sign to say, okay, well, you don't want me. You're not talking to me. You're not with me. You ghosted me. That's it. That's not a real man. That's an idiot. But how do you know he loves you? How? If he loves you, listen to me. If he loves you, then he would be with you. There is no such thing as someone loves you and don't talk to you. That's delusional if you think that. Love is when you are with the person. You can't just love somebody and not like be with them. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, sweetheart. That don't make no sense whatsoever. If he loves you, he wouldn't ghost you. If he loves you, he will be with you right now. You've been telling me this forever. And if he did love you, then he'll be with you. Sometimes you need to know the truth. Like, you got to tell yourself the truth. Why is he doing this? Because he doesn't love you and he doesn't care about you. Because if he did love you and he did care about you, then he would be with you, sweetheart. Why don't you understand that? That's the reality. And this has been going on for months. Forever I've been reading this situation and it's the same thing. Over and over and over. You gotta like get over it and just like let it go. Love is not supposed to be that way. And I highly doubt that, you know, that's the case. Well, men do it and women do it too. You know, I'm a man and I've had women do that to me. So I know I have women in here blaming men, right? But I can also blame women for doing the same thing. Like everybody does the same thing, you know? People are just evil, men and women. And they're just like will lead you on to believe in things that aren't true. And it's a shame. It's the truth though. Well, Christmas isn't gonna bring a change. It just might bring you communication. Like I said, I have an ex where every Christmas she'll say, Merry Christmas, Mark. Hopefully you and your family's doing okay. Just wanted to say hello. And that's it. That's all she says. It doesn't mean she loves me. It doesn't mean she cares about me. It's just that, it's a gesture. Like, hey, Merry Christmas, Hopefully you're doing good. 2-minute conversation. Yeah, all is good. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hope all is well. Bye. That's it. What's so bad about that? No, I don't. I don't, spiritual. I don't see anything that he's doing that he wants you. He's distracted and he's not himself. I don't. And like I said, if there was, then why would he be doing what he's doing? If you love somebody, then you're with that person. There is no such thing in my eyes that, oh, I love you, but I'm not with you. That don't make no sense. Because that is the truth. If you love somebody, you're going to fight for the person and be with the person. If you don't love them, then you don't care. Then there is no love. People use the word love too loosely, and feelings. If there's feelings, then he would express himself. When you get no communication, no answer is your answer to everything that you're asking me. That's the truth, you know? Yeah, but that's the thing. You have to let it go. I know it's hard, but you have to let it go. You have to just give up on that and say, look, you're wasting your time. I get that he is. He's with another man. I told you. Are you listening to me, sweetheart? I told you he's talking to another man, and like a friend of his. All because he doesn't talk to you doesn't mean he's with a woman. But I do see a man around him, like a friend of his. All right. Jessica, I see you donated again. You can ask your questions when you're ready, sweetheart. All right, spiritual. Have a great Christmas and just be positive, okay? Just try and leave that alone, Try and move on with your life. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Keep your head up. Never waste your life on somebody that doesn't want you. Move forward and be the best person you can be. You asked me something here as well, Jessica. You said, what kind of woman you want? Ah, boy. How will Mo feel once he gets the coochie? Oh, no. What do you think? He's going to be hooked. What type of woman do I want? That's a good question. To be honest, I just want a woman that washes dishes. If she washes dishes, she's beautiful, and she's trustworthy, then she'll be my woman. If she ain't none of the above, then I don't want her. And she has to look beautiful washing dishes. All I want is a trustworthy woman. That's it. Yeah. I'm easy. I don't want nobody like, I don't want a high maintenance woman. I don't want to like I don't need a rich woman. I don't need like a supermodel woman. I don't need all that shit. All I want is a woman that likes, to be helped, to help as well. You know, like a woman that likes to help, a woman that likes to learn, a woman that does everything that I do. A woman that has the same interests. I just want somebody I can trust. If I can trust you, I can love you. That's the simple thing. If I trust you day by day and you don't like, you know, lie to me or like make me suspicious of you, then we're not gonna work. Like if I always have to be investigating your dumbass, then I don't want you. But if you show me trust and you show me like I can trust you, then we're gonna have a great relationship. Because I'm gonna show you the same. I'm gonna show you that hey, you could trust me. You ain't gotta investigate me. You don't have to doubt me or be suspicious. So if I get that, then it's a good relationship. As far as looks, I like, Latino looking women, European looking women, like, my complexion with like long hair, dark hair, preferably. She's got a big ass, then she's got my heart. I'm not really like a boob guy, but I'll take them. She got to have some type of meat on her. I don't want to be banging buns and hurting her and shit. But yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what more I can explain, but yeah. All right, he said, how will Mo be once he gets the coochie? All right, let me see. Yeah, also like zodiac sign. Yeah, I'll take an Aquarius woman any day. I'll take an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I'll definitely take that any day. I don't like water sign women like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I don't want none of them. I don't want no Aries women, no Leo women. I like Sagittarius women, but they're a little bit too friendly and independent. That kind of like makes me kind of suspicious sometimes. But yeah, air sign women are definitely good. Air sign women, not airhead women. Once he gets the coochie, I would say that he'll be happy and he'll definitely like he'll definitely want to like make his home where you are. He'll definitely like make the trip and he'll come toward you and he'll be like, I'm definitely gonna do this. Like he'll be sad if he has to leave and go and come. So he like after he gets the coochie, I would say that he'll definitely overcome all his difficulties. He'll definitely want to live with you. He'll definitely want to move in with you. And he'll definitely want to be with you because if he's separated from you, he'll feel like lonely. He'll feel destroyed. He'll feel disappointed. And he'll feel like, this is not right. I need to be with her. So I would say after sex, he'll definitely want to like, be with you all the time. Well, there you go. I got the Six of Swords here, so that tells me him moving in and coming towards you for good. Because he doesn't want to make you lonely, and he doesn't want to make you like, wait for him any longer. Yeah, I know. See, but you got to make sure he's got the key. So yeah, I would say it'll be good after he gets it for sure. It'll be good. He'll want to move in after that. And why not? Once you know you this long, and once he gets it, then he'll be fine. I'm getting that he after he does, he wouldn't want to like leave you, but he'll have to leave and then come back. Oh, I'm sure most Aquarius women are. That's why most Aquarius women have a man. And you know. Oh, I know. Yeah. I know. Any air sign women, they like all that stuff. I know that for a fact. One of my best encounters it was with an Aquarius woman. I told the story on here a long time ago. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I dated an Aquarius woman. Her birthday was on the 10th, and mine was on the 6th of February. And we dated for like about 2 years, and we saw each other on and off. And I went to visit her all the time. Well, if you do that, then his soul will be gone, because that's what like every man wants. If that happens, then yeah, there you go. The saying, it says take care of home first. If you take care of home first, then everything else gets taken care of. So yeah, I know what you mean. So yeah. Mhm. I haven't had any luck dating like any other. I don't have any luck finding like a air sign woman. Like they're all taken, or they're all like unavailable. Yeah, well, some people are, and that's why what makes them like realize that they are worth more than what they give. But my last few dates and women that I've been around has all been fire signs, unfortunately. I have good Virgo women friends. Like I have a lot of close Virgo women friends that I get along with and I talk to on a regular basis. Well, that's the thing. That's probably why he's scared. Yeah, exactly. You might take him out of his body. He might not like that. Well, he'll like it, but he has to get used to it. So yeah, the cards make sense. Once you do that, then he's gonna definitely want to move in and be with you all the time. Because he'll be disappointed if he has to leave and come back. It would drive him crazy. So yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's what people do. People use that, to get to somebody. But sometimes when somebody like leaves that situation, they think they're gonna get better. Yeah. Oh, that's what he has to deal with. He's got to deal with that. Poor guy. He'll want to stay with you after that. He'll want to move in. So you'll get your wish. Him being with you constantly. Yeah, don't give him everything in one day though. I would say that your ex like kind of kicks himself in the ass from time to time, and he knows that um, he thinks about you. He thinks about that part. He thinks about the sex and what it was like to be with you and stuff. But I feel like my question to you is, did you argue with him all the time? Like, did you guys? Is the reason you like he left you and not with you is because did you guys argue a lot? Yeah, that's the only thing he doesn't miss. He doesn't miss arguing with you, getting having a bad temper, like going off on you, you going off on him. That's one thing he didn't miss. But he did miss the good times and the sex and the things like that. He did miss that part of you. He missed the fact that you took care of him, but he didn't miss like all the arguments and all the dealings that he did, the dumb shit that he had to deal with. Like I feel like he had like I said before, he has another woman around him, and he's happy with her, but he's still I would say when he compares you to the other woman, he knows like there's a disappointment because maybe you do what this woman doesn't do in a certain way. But he is happy with the woman overall, but he's still when he compares you guys, he's still like kind of disappointed that he doesn't get the serious treatment that he used to get. Yeah, that makes sense. Like I feel like he has like a woman, like a girlfriend or whatever, but he's still like disappointed because he's not really happy and he feels stuck. And if he drinks a lot, then he's been drinking right now. Like if he's an alcoholic, then I would say that he's turned into one or he is drinking. And if he isn't drinking, he might be doing drugs or something like that. And he's like feeling like kind of disappointed. So like he has a woman, but she ain't all that great. Or maybe she's drinking. Or they both are. And that's interesting. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, when a guy leaves a woman that he had a child with for someone else, the only reason why they did it is to get away from the responsibility. Because some people, men and women, can't handle a family life. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. They don't know what to do next. And then when the woman says, "Look, you should do this, you should do that," he's like, "Oh no, I ain't doing that. No, no, you got to do this and you got to do that. Why is it got to be me?" And nah, 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 nah. So like it's like it's a situation. Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, because like I said to you one time before, that he has to see like proof. And once he does, he'll let it go. But if he doesn't see proof, it's like almost like let me check or let me see like if I can aggravate her or whatever. Yeah, but that's just the way people are. Like how many people do you know that are stupid as fuck and do stupid shit and you're like, why the hell would you do that? Or what is wrong with you? Like what is like are you mental or something? Or you got some type of disorder? You bipolar? What the fuck is wrong with you? There's gotta be an explanation for it. That's what we're looking for. But sometimes there isn't. It's just like they're doing it out of spite. They just want to do it to aggravate you, to make you think about them. I had this one chick tell me that the guy broke up with her and said, "Oh, I'm always going to be thinking about you, and you're going to be thinking about me, even though when you're with someone else." See, that's mind manipulation games. That's just playing games, like saying, you honestly think I'm gonna think about you when I'm with some next dude? Hell no. I'll probably compare you, but if he's way better, then why am I worried about you for? Me, I'm not like that. I don't really care about my exes, so I don't compare nobody. I could care less. I'm been moved on. Goodbye. You ain't her, sweetheart. You ain't that great to me be worrying about you like that or thinking about you. Like if you degrade the person when you leave them, like in your mind, not in public, but if you degrade them in your mind and get rid of them in your mind, then why should that person be living in your head? Of course, it's insecurity, it's stupidity too, and it's narcissistic behavior because that's what narcissistic people do. They think that, your life revolves around them, like you have to be in control. And that's all it is. It's just mind games, you know? They want to make sure that everything is, their life. Okay, enjoy your salmon, Ninja. All right, talk to you later. You too. It's still early, so I'll be around. It all depends. Like I said, people are just weird like that. Barb, you're so tired you forgot you was tuned in. Oh man. I know the feeling, Barb. I've been so tired. I had to take like the day off today and just like do absolutely nothing. I tried to do I just took like the leaves out of the pool today because the pool had some leaves in it. And I said, let me take these leaves out of here and just like clean up the pool a bit. Then I picked up after my dog, took her for a brief walk, came back inside, cooked, cleaned, folded some clothes, and I didn't even feel like cooking today, so I ate takeout today. And I was like, fuck this, I'm not eating. I'm not cooking no damn food today. Yeah, exactly. I gave my two nephews their gift already. Um, I don't really have any other gifts to get. And I'm just gonna like wait to like do my food and stuff for Christmas. Tomorrow I'm gonna start baking like desserts and things like that and prepping all the food, making sure everything's ready to go. So when I wake up on Monday morning, all I gotta do is go in the kitchen with my sister and start making the mac and cheese, the ham, just get prepared for everything pretty much. So I'm probably gonna like go to my mom's and help them bring the turkey and the potatoes and stuff. I was thinking about doing that because last year I knew it was very difficult for them to like put everything in the car. So like I want to like make sure my mom and dad's okay. Well, it's good to be a good man. I don't want to be a bad man, that's for sure. I want to be good. Being a good person, makes me feel good. I don't want to be bad, but if I have to, I will be. Oh, it depends if you're bad to me. Yeah, it is. I just want to make sure, like, Christmas is good. The weather's supposed to be good. That's the good thing. It's supposed to be a sunny, decent day. So at least we're going to get good weather. And like I said, I'm just going to help my mom make the food, my sister, and just help make food and just prepare everything and get everything ready. It doesn't take long. Me and my sister and my mom, we cook the food and we just, have everything and we sit around and talk for a bit. And then lunchtime comes, everybody comes over, eats, talk shit for a couple hours, and then goodbye. Smell you later. So gonna be one of those Christmases where uh, we're all gonna be chilling, talking. Everybody's older now, so it's like it's not like we like play with the kids and do cruel stuff. It's annoying. Like everybody's like older, so we just hang out and watch TV. Like we watch basketball every Christmas on TV. Like we watch game after game after game. So that's what we'll be doing. I'll probably come on Christmas night for a bit, like I always do. Oh, nice lasagna, cool. I had lasagna last week. It was really good. Yeah, me and my sister, we make the ham and the macaroni and cheese. We got like fresh green beans and carrots. My mom makes the potatoes and she makes the turkey and stuff. And then she'll come over and then we have cassava pie too. It's already made, ready to go. Yeah, our Christmas is always traditional. We always make food. We don't like to buy food. We don't buy food from nobody. Hell no. We don't go to restaurants. We did that once. In all the years I remember, we went to a restaurant once. It was good, but it's nothing like home cooking. That's why we never went back. And like my oldest sister, she always wants to like eat at a restaurant for Christmas. She doesn't want to cook. And I'm like, fuck you, you can go somewhere else. So this year she's gonna be with her husband's family. And I was like, thank God. So I don't have to deal with her this year. And I told my parents, I'm not gonna eat nobody else's food. I want my own food. We know how to make it. We're gonna make our own food. If she don't want to make it, then she can just come here and eat, and I could care less. Tell her bring some desserts or bring some soda or bring whatever the fuck she wants. I don't give a shit. I ain't eating nobody else's food. I know how to cook. That's her problem. Hey, Mike. All's good, bro. Merry Christmas, man. Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, I like traditional Christmas stuff. Like everybody making food, desserts. Like everybody brings something. Like my brother, he don't bring shit. He just brings his empty stomach, and so does his children. Like he don't bring nothing. Oh hell yeah! So like that's why we get mad because like my brother, he don't bring nothing. If we don't tell him to bring something, then he won't bring nothing. He just brings an empty stomach and eat all the food, and then wants to take food with him that he didn't even pay for, didn't even make. So it pisses me off, and I just walk away. And I'm like, oh well, it's only once a year. I ain't dealing with him. I don't know. So I get, kind of annoyed. If I had my way, I just have Christmas with my parents and my sister and my nephews, and that's it. And everybody, all my siblings will not be invited. That's why sometimes I wish I had my own house and I'll just invite like certain family members and everybody else. You can go fuck yourself. Bye. You ain't eating my food and making fun of me. Hell no. You make your own damn food so you can see what life is like. And the sad thing is, like, they get free like turkeys from their job, and they won't say, "Yeah, let me make the turkey and bring it." Hell no, they're gonna make it for themselves and eat it all themselves. Share is not in my siblings' cat uh nature. It's annoying. Jessica, you can ask your questions when you're ready. Thanks. I just got a cannoli cake, trying to hold off till Christmas. Uh, but I might start early. Yeah, hey, go for it, bro. In Bermuda, we guys make cassava pie, which is like a pie that has chicken in it. I don't know if you know what cassava pie is, but it's like a yellow pie and it's got like chicken in the middle. So it's like half pie, half chicken, and it's like you make it in a big pan and then you put it in the fridge. And then when you want to eat it, you take slices and then you fry it with like you fry it on a pan for like about 5 minutes each side to make it, hot again. Don't put it in the microwave. You have to pan fry it with butter, and then you eat it, and it tastes really, really good. It's like a sweet pie with chicken in it. You can put anything you want in it, really. But it's a tradition here in Bermuda. It's called cassava pie. People make it all over the world, but here it's like our Christmas thing. So we made it like a week ago, and we already ate like half of it already, because we ain't gonna wait till Christmas to eat it, because we're gonna eat everything else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, fuck that. I'm eating that shit now. So I had a couple slices the other day for lunch, and so did my nephew. So it's halfway gone. So like on Christmas Day, we cut up a few pieces and added to like the menu if anybody wants it. But I love it. You can Google it on thing, and you can Google it. It's called cassava pie, Cassava pie. People put any pork in it. People put ham in it, chicken, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, check it out. It's really good. No, it's not a Portuguese dish. No, it's a Bermudian thing. It's like a Bermuda thing that we do here. It's a dish that most people make all over the world, but it's like a traditional thing for us to do it here, like Bermuda people. Portuguese people don't do that. They make like their Portuguese stuff, like with chorizo and like all sorts of other shit. Like Portuguese people make like a ham or a turkey, and they'll add like potatoes and their own type of stuffing that they make with bread. Like they make everything from scratch. Like they don't do box shit. They don't make stove top stuffing. That's a disgrace to them. Like they make their own shit. Like my mom, she'll never eat stove top from a box. Or stuffing from a box. Like she makes her own stuff, and like she has like the chorizo is like a pork sausage. In English, they say chorizo, but it's not chorizo. Chorizo. Yeah. Oh, well, he's good for life. If she knows how to cook and clean, that's the Portuguese women way. They cook, they clean, they take care of their man. But don't piss them off. Then I might beat you with a pan or something. I'm telling you, that's a good thing. See, Portuguese women know how to cook. That's why the women want me to cook for them. See, because I'm the opposite. I'm a Portuguese guy that cooks. See, and I know how to cook all that stuff. My mom taught me well. Like a woman, but she has a cleaning business, so that makes sense. That's a good Portuguese woman. That's a dream of a lifetime. Jessica, will you get some from Mo? Yes, I see you will. But after that, like I said, there's gonna be like him wanting to put major effort to come see you, come be with you. He might be worried and concerned after that. Because he knows that he has to really make a decision in order to be with you and to like get into a serious relationship. He doesn't want anybody to interfere or separate you guys. And like I said earlier, like he doesn't want to be separated from you after he has sex with you. He doesn't want to separate with you. So he's definitely going to be happy, and it'll make him more confident once he does have sex with you, and so forth. He'll definitely feel more confident. It'll make him a better person because he'll feel better. Some guys need to have sex in order for them to feel like a champion. They don't feel like a champion without it. All the Portuguese people here, they have cleaning businesses and landscaping businesses, Mike. I think fatherhood will be like a blessing for him, Jessica. Mo will be like happy as a father but he'll feel like it's a real like difficulty for him to like deal with children. Yeah, probably that's why I get what I get. But I feel like he'll like always feel like he's not doing the right thing because he doesn't know what it's like to have children or take care of them. So he'll fear it a lot, and he'll like always want to like do his best, and he doesn't want to like disown the child because he doesn't want to um like he's not a fast learner. So he's gonna be very it's gonna like feel different to him. It's gonna be like a whole nother world for him. So, but he'll put in the effort to help, but he doesn't want to like. I feel like he always fears losing you or losing like everything with you. He feels like you're gonna like tell him, "Look, you fucking idiot. That's not how you hold a baby, you moron." Or, "Hey, look, that's how you gotta feed him." Or, "Hey, look, you gotta go change the diaper." And he's like, "Oh hell no." And you're gonna be like, "You better change that damn diaper." So like he fears like the worst. I feel like he's like, half woman and half man. He doesn't have his balls in gear yet. But I think that you're the type of person that would teach him, and you're the type of person like, that's the type of thing. Like, he needs to like figure it out. He needs to learn from you, is what I mean. Oh, that's the worst. A Scorpio and an Aries, man, is like some of the worst ever. Hey, Blue Nile, how you doing? Okay, no problem. I feel like the Scorpio father is like he's trying to change the way he lives his life, and his karma is being bored, being without a family, and being without you, being without his child. Like that's his karma. That's the karma that he's getting. It's like um he feels like he can't get what he wants now because he knows that he's not a good father. He's not doing anything. He doesn't give a shit. His karma is like, you know I'm bored. I can't sacrifice because I won't. I feel like things are slow for him. Like life for him isn't going anywhere for the Scorpio guy. And for the Aries, I feel like he's constantly distracted. He's constantly seducing people and paying for it. Like he has to always depend on somebody and he doesn't want to. Like he always like his karma is constantly depending on people that really don't give a shit about him. And he's always like a suspect. He's always like suspect to like people. So he's like that's his karma. Like he's never gonna be trusted. He's never gonna be like a good person. And he's always like distracted by people because he knows he's a fucking ass. That's their karma. Like I feel like they're both dogs and they're both like going nowhere fast. Like they both have lack of determination and they have lack of everything. So their karma is not, being in a decent place in their life or in a relationship, period. So like their karma, they like I always tell people when somebody leaves you and leaves you with a child, especially, then that is their karma. Like when they leave you and your child and not care about you guys, their karma is and everlasting, straight up. Yeah, so sometimes karma is just that way. It's just the way it's going to be. Karma is karma, and that's people when a father leaves their children and doesn't care about them, just like how my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law have done to my siblings. They've gotten a lot of karma, and we shouldn't wish it on them, even though I know we do sometimes because we're mad. But the best thing for us to do, and my advice to people who want people to get karma, is just sit back and be the best version of you, and that's their karma for not having the best version of you. That's their ultimate karma, is not having you and your child. Even though you might think it hurts you more than them, which it probably does, but it definitely is karma for them. That's the ultimate karma to me, is not having that life. Even though they may seem like they're okay with it, they're not. Deep down inside, they're telling somebody that shit. Blue Nile, you said donated a bit more than usual because it's kind of a mediumship related question. Okay, cool. You can go ahead and ask your question, sweetheart. I don't know if you asked it in your PayPal. No. Okay, cool. You can go ahead and ask when you're ready. What is this fucking email shit here? I can't stand like when you go on a website like and you look at something and then like the website contacts you and they're like, oh, so and so, this and that. I'm like, leave me alone. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Jessica. But that's what they think, but it doesn't happen, trust me. They're like having dreams and shit. They're getting zapped. All right, so Blue Nile, you said I found out through my ex recently that his father passed away 3 weeks back. I felt a masculine presence, very cold spirit. Could smell his cologne too when I was trying to sleep. Was it his father? If it was he trying to communicate? Okay, let me check. Yeah, I do feel like it is him. Like I'm getting a guy of um like it's almost like he had like a disorder or something like that before he died. But he was like trying to like make adjustments, and he was like trying to um it's like almost like he tried to repent like before, and like he feels guilty about a few things. The reason he appeared to you is probably because of that, and because like he feels abandoned by his own family. So he wanted to like make his rounds and make it known to people that he was around in spirit. If he liked you and he was cool with you, that's probably why he came about. Um, Sometimes they'll do that just to like let you know. Yeah, if you never met him in person, that's okay. He just probably made his rounds. He probably just came by and was like, okay, cool. But the thing is, let me just clarify this, because the person that I see has like a beard, like how my beard is. It's not like very full, but it's like how mine is. And this person has like a close like hair. I don't know if you know what they look like, but that's what the person that I'm getting. Yeah, yeah, brown skin, and he's got short hair and a beard. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can like tap into him a bit and see what he has to say. I think that him and his dad, like, they had like maybe had some disagreements or something like that. He said so. He was like going around checking who he used to hang around or who he used to be with. Yeah, like I don't think he was trying to like, really go into detail and tell you anything. I just feel like, he was like coming around you to see who you were and what you were up to, and like, if it was like he wanted to see what his who his son was talking about, you know? So that kind of makes sense to me because if he never knew you, right? And you never met him, then he was like, "Nah, I'm going to go meet her. I'm gonna go see where she is. I'm gonna go like go in spirit and see what this woman's about, see who my son was with." So when they don't know you, they just make their presence known and then they'll just go about their business. Like I don't feel like he was like trying to tell you something. I just feel like he wanted to visit to see who you were and come to visit you in person. And he probably knows that you know about psychic stuff, so it was like an open gate for him. But there could be somebody that's with you now, like another man that's around you. Like if you have a grandfather, if you have like a grandfather or something like that, or a male figure in spirit, I feel like they squared off. You know what I mean? Like when he appeared, he was like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Look, Blue Nile's, X's dad, and like this guy like said, well, you can't come in here. I'm protecting my granddaughter or whatever." And he was like, "Look, I just want to see what she looked like. I never met her. My son left her, or she used to be with my son, blah blah blah." Like they had a squaring off, like a it wasn't like a fight, but they squared each other off. Like, "Hey, what are you doing here? Why are you trying to come in here?" And then that's why you smelt the cologne, because it was his way of saying, "Hey, look, I just want to let you know that I came by," that type of thing. But I feel like your grandfather was like your great grandfather, like you're saying. Like I feel like this guy was like defending, like trying to like make sure he doesn't do anything, which he wasn't. I don't get him bad, but I just think he wanted to meet you in person and see who you were, and that's it. But I don't think your ex and him, like even if they're like, I don't feel like they had a real serious bond. You know, that's what like I'm getting. Yeah, he was like, he kind of like held something in his hand and was like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" You know? Yeah, I don't see they had a decent like relationship. Yeah, that's why like he went, like he felt abandoned by his family. Yeah, like he felt like abandonment. He felt like, like, do these people even fucking care about me? So I feel like the dad was he's telling me he felt like he had to escape the mentality of all these people. Like he felt like everybody was always mentally draining him. So he had to like get some sense of uh of closure, with his family and with this whole situation. Like I also felt like, he needed money and nobody would help him, or he had money and that's the only thing people wanted him for. Like it was one or the other. He's telling me like he had like there was something to do with money and shit. Oh, there you go. You said it as I said it. Yeah. Yeah. That's where the stuff was come. That's why I get what I get. Yeah. So it's gonna be more difficult for your ex now. Yeah. That's why we got what we got last time. Like he was like feeling that way. Yeah, so like that's what I get. Nothing bad because and also like you're protected by your grandfather, so so like I felt like, that's what it was. It was his way of saying, but I felt like he got greeted at the door. Like when his dad came to your door, your granddad was like, "Hey, what the fuck you doing here? Like, who are you? Like, what do you want?" So he's like, "Look, I'm so and so, blah blah blah. I just wanted to meet her." And I felt like, your grandfather. I'm getting like an image of your grandfather holding the door open and say, like, "That's her. Now you can go." So as the cologne came in because the door opened. So that was his way of saying, "Hey, at least I came to meet you finally. Finally know who you are." And that's what spirit will do. I tell people like I see them at different places. Yeah, that was probably like his energy, just looking at you. Maybe your grandfather granted him that little bit of time just to say, "Yeah, you can come in and check." But I get him, he was just at the door, like, and maybe his energy just overpowered a bit. That's all. Like, do you have like like is your air like where your door is like your door brown? Like a wooden door? The door is white? Okay. Okay. So maybe like your grandfather was showing me like where he was before. 'Cause if your granddad was like standing guard at the door, then it was like brown, like how this is, like a wooden door, like brownish door, like type of thing. His dad's spirit came through. Yeah. I just get like him standing at the door and him showing you, and then that was it. Yeah, I'm just getting that he just came by to meet you. That's all. He wanted to see who you were. Oh, he knows. He knows. Yeah, that's what he says. He knows that it's financially going to be worse for him now. And he's also saying that he feels abandoned now. He feels like nobody's going to help him. But you know what his dad said to me just now? He says now he's going to know what life is really about without me. Because I feel like your ex was like, fuck, I'm so sick and tired of my dad, blah, blah, blah. And then now that he's gone, he's going to be like, oh, fuck, now what? Now what am I going to do? So he's mentally like feeling drained right now. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, he's saying to me that this is his life's lesson. He needs to learn like how to take care of himself and not be depending on anybody. He said you did too much. He says you've done your part. Let him do his now. He's going like this. No, don't help him. Let him see what life is like. So if he was a rebellious, ass sometimes, he's got to like figure it out on his own. Like his dad saying he deserves this is like, his karma for like, wanting to like his dad not to be there and to like see what life is like. and actually grow up and be a man. Well, I mean, you can, that's up to you. Give him your condolences and stuff. That's fine. But things like that, sometimes get you reattached for the wrong reasons. He keeps telling me that he needs to learn. He says he needs to learn. He needs to learn what it's like. That's what he keeps telling me, his dad. Yeah, he says that if you don't get involved, it's better for you because he needs to know what it's like to pay and to pay the bills and to see what it's like how his dad was for him. He also tells me he'll be fine. He'll make it. I'm getting he also left him something like so the dad must have left him in his will or something like that. So like I think he says he left him something as far as I'm hearing. But it says like I didn't leave him much, but I left him something. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I mean, you got a connection and a bond with him, so do what you have to do. If you feel honestly you can talk to him and be emotionally support for him, then go right ahead. Yeah, he's not gonna probably tell you that. Mhm. I feel like, he left money behind for that. Yeah. Let me see something. Yeah. If I feel like a woman helped them with all the finances and all the stuff, a woman helped them up. I'm getting a woman has been helping. Like so maybe the mom, I guess, if there is the mothers there or the mother helped, or maybe his mom, like the aunt, stepmom, like a woman helped. A motherly figure helped. I wanted to just confirm that I was listening to the right thing. Yeah, so a woman helped with the funeral and with the expenses. I'm getting like, he had like a lot of headaches and shit before he died. Before he passed away, he had like a lot of headaches and a lot of head like trauma type stuff. He was like drained and he had headaches and he had like his head was killing him. Like, so yeah. Well, it's just the way life is. Sometimes you got to go through a lot of bullshit in order to like really, deal with that. Death hurts, Losing someone hurts that, even if you weren't completely, good with that person every day, it still hurts when the person leaves. Their presence goes. Especially if he lived with his dad, he's gonna feel it. Or at least he got help. At least he got help from the aunt or the stepmom. The woman helped him. So at least he's not doing it all on their own. I feel like the dad has gone back to that home, and he's like sitting there in a chair and he's just chilling. Like he's gonna continue to live there, like in spirit. He'll continue to live there and be there. I see him being there because he doesn't want to be anywhere else. But he doesn't look happy. I see him sitting in a chair and he doesn't look happy at all. Like he's like, what the fuck? Like. It's almost like he says he's getting blamed, even he's getting blamed for being dead. That's what he just told me. He's like, I still get blamed even though I'm dead. Like, you know how people die and then they leave shit behind, you know? Like he's getting blamed for like, leaving people with something, leaving the people things to do for him. Like some bullshit he says. Like that he says like, people won't even care. Yeah. A lot of people don't cross over. That's my opinion. A lot of people don't cross over because they want to be back on earth. They want to be back on earth, living where they used to live. They don't want to be in heaven, like, and just be in there. They just want to be like back on earth in a spirit form so they can live with the people that they love and still be around and still, watch TV and still like hang around and be a nuisance and move shit. And some people can't get over the fact that, they're dead and they just want to be in like a spirit form in heaven. They don't want that. Some people don't care for that. They rather come back to the earth and not cross over 100%. Anyway, people will really cross over 100% is if they have nobody. And that's impossible for to not have nobody. There's always going to be somebody, you know? There's always going to be somebody. Yeah, that's possible. I mean, every religion has their own, way of thinking about it. But me personally, without religion being a factor, I just think that people have a choice. They have a choice to like stay in heaven 100%, or they can like they're gonna go to hell, or they're gonna like be a spirit form on earth. That's my opinion. And I feel like that's why a lot of spirit are can be talked to, like how I talk to them, because they're not in like a heavenly form. They're still on earth because they want to be. I feel like we have a choice. And that's why like majority of the power of spirit is on earth, you know? Yeah, I mean, even if he doesn't, it's still up to him like to get over it or to just accept the fact that, he's gone and he can't do anything about it. It's life. It's the way it's gonna be. Unfortunately, like people don't really understand the whole thing. Like it can be understood in many ways. People have different perspectives, like how I just gave you mine. And some people are like, no, 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 it don't work that way. I see this and I see that. And I'm like, okay, well, cool. I never said I'm right. I'm just telling you my opinion on what I think. Because that's how like I see them. That's how I see spirit. They're never in like a heavenly form. It's very rare. And if they were, how can I see it? Because I don't know what heaven looks like. And that's why people say heaven is a place on earth, because really that's what spirit do. They say, no, I don't want to be in this other spirit world. I want to be here, What was his dad's impressions of you? He says, from looking at you, you seem independent and organized. That's what he said. He says you're a lovely young lady. He said he didn't have much time to look around, but from what he sees looks like you were organized. See, what it is he sees his son, and his son's probably, your ex is probably like thinking about you. I wish I had Blue Nile right now because I could use the emotional support. I can use someone to help me. So then he probably was like, let me go see who this person is. And then he went to go visit you. And like I said, I just feel like he got a peek through the door and then walked around. And then your grandfather's like, okay, that's enough. Goodbye. Like, I don't feel like he was there enough time because your grandfather didn't let him, which makes sense. Because that's what they do. Like, they make sure nobody like comes in and fucks around. If someone does come and fuck around with you, that means that, they overrode who was there. They outnumbered them or they were more powerful than they were. But I don't get that. Yeah, that's probably why that all happened. That was his way of saying, okay, let me go see who this person is. Mm, mm. He just shows me that when he saw you, like you were just peaceful. You seemed peaceful. You seemed like you wasn't bothered by anything at the point in time that he saw you. He felt like you were peaceful and felt like everything was okay. Like he didn't feel nothing bad. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Death isn't easy for a lot of people, so I'm sure like it takes a toll on people, especially if you used to live with the person. So I'm sure he's like, he's in a place of shock and still like waking up saying where the heck's my dad. But I'm sure he feels his presence there because that shit people can feel. Even if you don't believe it, you'll still feel it. They'll make it known. So I'm sure his dad will probably bother him in spirit and make him feel like he's there. So it's life. Damn dog. Okay. You could tell him too, you can say, hey, you could talk to him if you want. It's that easy. I know you don't know him, but you can address him. But yeah, he sees what I see. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't even though you can always say it, you don't have to have the energy there. You can just say it and they'll hear it. The message will get related. But you just related it through me, so you're good. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's why I saw that right off the bat. I saw somebody there trying to defend himself. So that's a good thing though. A lot of people don't have that, because people don't give a shit about them. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and that's a good thing to have. It's nothing bad, nothing wrong with that. A lot of people like don't want it because they can't handle it or they just don't want it or they don't believe it. But if you believe it, you receive it. It becomes a part of your life, and then you welcome into your home. When you welcome into their home, it's nice because then like you have a sense of like, hey, these people are here. They got my back, so forth. I had a reading from a friend, from someone who I just met, and they gave me a reading, and they told me that they saw my grandparents around me, and I was like, yeah, I always get that. You know, my grandparents on my mom's side are the ones that I knew. I knew my grandmother. I only met my grandfather when I was 9 months old. So he was the last. I was the last grandchild he saw before he passed away. Obviously, I saw him, but I was only 9 months old. But I still saw him. You know, I still met him when I was 9 months old. Some people say that doesn't count, but it does because I was living. I was 9 months old. So he touched me, and my mom said that before he died, he was like, Mark, and he said, and then he said, my mom said that, I'll look at him and go like this or whatever. So my mom told me all that shit. So I know he's around me. I know my grandmother's always around. People always see her. She's the flower lady. She's always the lady that holds the flowers. I admired my grandma. She had like her hair was like as long all the way past like her ass all the way down to like her knees. Like her hair was long and she was like 70 something years old when I saw her last time. And she would like, have it all out and then she would like twist it all up and put it in like a big round ball and put like her veil over it, like her handkerchief thingy that grannies wear. Yeah, it's probably your grandfather. If you have your hair in like a ponytail type of way sometimes, and that's like what the image I had of them looking at you. Or if you have your hair just pulled back into like a little bun thingy or whatever. Like if you don't have your hair out at night, sometimes when you go to sleep, if you bundle it up or something, that could be it. Yeah. So if they met you when you were 3 years old, it's still a connection. It's still them protecting you pretty much. But yeah, most mediumship readings I get, or like people like read me or whatever, they always see like my grandparents or my uncle or my aunt. Yeah, okay, well, you braid it, yeah. So if you have it in like a braid, then that's what I saw, like, your hair all tied up in behind you. So that makes sense. And that's what spirit would do. They'll touch your head. They'll just touch your head and make their presence known. So that makes sense. It happens all the time. But see how you smelt the cologne and stuff? That's a good sign. Like you're open. If you're open to that, like it's better for you. Like you can feel, smell, all that type of stuff. That means you're in tune to spirit. Spirit is with you. So spirit doesn't have a problem identifying themselves to you. And that's why that happened. So that's good, Blue. Now that's good that you sense those things and you that happens because that's a gift. Whether you want to believe that or not, that it is a gift to smell and to feel and all that stuff. So, but you can use it to whatever you want. You don't have to like, go online and do shit. Some people don't. Yeah, I mean that they you can have like attachments. Like spirit will be like, okay, yeah, now it's my time to like, say something or do something. It's not like a everything everyday thing. Yeah, just gonna text my sister real quick. Spirit just comes and goes, Blue. Now that's what they do. Yeah, I'm sure you will. It's not. No, I don't think that it's nothing to do with him forgiving you. It's just like he hasn't even told you, right? Or has he told you that his dad passed? Because I can't remember what you said back here that you found out or something. Yeah, you say your ex hasn't told me. No, no, no. You said that's about the funeral. I don't know how. Yeah, you said you found. Oh, yeah, he told you. Okay, cool. I was trying to see where you said it. Yeah, if he told you, then that's cool. Yeah, so then what is there to forgive? That's fine as long as you spoke to him. You speaking to him to this time, it's fine. I don't get nothing bad. If you left him a message, and you talked to him, then that's fine. If he messaged you back to say thanks, then I guess then that's cool. But if he didn't, then obviously he doesn't. He's going through that difficult time. Well, that's why he's your ex. You're not supposed to be speaking to him regularly. Yeah, if he said he really appreciated it, then what is there to forgive? There's nothing bad. I think you're being hard on yourself. I think that you're letting your emotions get in the way of, all the things. But at the end of the day, it doesn't, your exes. So in the way you're not going to talk to him regularly every day, you know? Yeah, but that's all because of a death. It's different if you knew the dad, right? It'll be different if if you knew the dad, then it'd be like, oh my God, I just remember he did this, or I remember he did that, or I wish it was I spoke to him before he died, something like that. But if you didn't know him, then like it's not really much to say, right? But at least you went out of your way and spoke to him, and he says he really appreciated it, so there's nothing to be mad about. Now, if you didn't say anything at all, then that's probably fucked up. But as long as you spoke to him and you're cool with him, you don't have to speak to him regularly. That's up to you. That's a choice you can make. You know, if you feel like you want to talk to him every day or whatever, then go for it. Right, and that's probably why he came to visit, and that's why there was the. I forgot you told me that. Yeah, you just reminded me of the culture thing because there's someone else that I know that they're in the same predicament. I kind of get you guys mixed up. I just read for somebody that had different religions and they were like kind of pissed off about it too. But yeah, that's probably why he came to visit you in spirit to see who you were because he knew about it. Yeah, that's sad that people have to like disguise their relationships or hide them because of religion differences. Like you're not supposed to marry someone because of their religion. That's just like so dumb. Or be with somebody because of their religion. Nah, I don't think so. Like when you're in spirit, that shit changes. That's like he just wanted, like I said, he just wanted to visit to see who you were because he knew of you, through spirit form. Where his spirit says, hey, look, your son used to date this woman. Oh, yeah? Well, let me go see her, you know? Let me go see who this is. And then he had a rude awakening. He saw your grandfather there and was like, oh, fuck. And your grandfather's like, yeah, you can look, but, whatever. And that's how it goes. It's so weird how it all is, but it's the truth. That's what happens. A lot of people don't even believe that shit, but it definitely happens. Well, that's up to him. Like I'm sure. I'm sure he probably doesn't. I'm sure he probably doesn't care. It only depends, like on who they really want to see. Because I don't think people really care about that shit. But even if he did, who cares? If he did, he did. But I know I wouldn't be. I could care less. If I'm in spirit, I don't care about no axes. I won't be visiting nobody. I'm gonna go watch the game. I'm gonna go to the sports arenas and I'm gonna go watch my games and I'm gonna visit family from time to time. I could care about an ex or who anybody dated. Well, that's why he probably won't go visit because he knows they're not good people. Yeah. Some people never learn or they don't care. He'd rather be at home, to be honest. That's what he told me. He'd rather be at home. He doesn't care about that stuff. He'd rather be at home, is what he said. I see him sitting in like a chair and just chilling. I see him like the type of guy who watches TV and just wants to watch TV. And that's okay. That's cool. I'm the same way. I'd rather be in spirit and just go watch TV and just chill out. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That's what my dad does now, my mom. Well, my dad, he's worked his whole life. He's 80 years old, and all he does is sit down and watch TV all day. And he lets his body deteriorate, and he doesn't give a fuck. And he's starting to like not remember things, and it's kind of annoying now. He called me today and it's like, oh, I don't know how to change the TV back to the satellite. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean you don't know how to change it back? How the hell did you change it to the satellite? You obviously changed it. Oh, but I don't remember now. And I'm like, oh fuck. Here we go. So like I had to go down there this evening and like tell him, look, I wrote it down in Portuguese. You have to press this button and you have to press this. Yeah? You don't have to call me. This is so fucking easy. Like just look at it. I wrote it down. You know how you picked up on his dad having headaches. My ex had the same problem. Yeah, I got like migraine type headaches. Yeah, bad headaches. Yeah. I'm not one to get headaches. I the thing that I get is like I get heartburn and indigestion a lot. It doesn't matter like what I eat sometimes. Like I get indigestion or heartburn. I don't really get headaches like that. Like foods mess with my body. Certain foods make my ear itch. Like I get like allergies, like food allergies through parts of my like through parts of my body sometimes. Especially now that I'm older, like my body like can't tolerate certain things. Yeah, same here. I'll feel it. Like I felt it and then it just I zap it out like I don't want to, feel it again. It's not my problem. I try not to feel too much from spirit because I used to like when I first started like doing mediumship like hardcore, I felt too much and it discouraged me a bit. Like I didn't want to take in all that, like feel all that shit. Because a lot of the people that before they died, they were sick. So I don't want to feel that way. Or I don't want to feel like I'm getting lost of breath. Because when people have like breathing problems, it makes me feel like shit. And I don't want to feel that. I don't want them to come through me like that. So I make sure I cut it off before it even happens. And I'm like, no, 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 you don't have to make me feel that shit. Just tell me. Like you have to control what you get. So it was a process for me to for me to do it. But now that I've learned how to do it, it's easier. And what it is their way of communicating. They have to communicate in some way. Like, because they say, this is how I felt. That's how I died. So they're gonna make you feel like a little bit of it, so you can see or you can relate the message, so it's real. So the people are like, yeah, they did die from that, or yes, that's confirmation. Yes, they did have headaches or whatever. Yeah, it is draining, but you gotta control it. You gotta learn how to control it. As soon as you feel it, you gotta be like, no, 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 no. Like, hey, just tell me. You don't have to make me feel it. Like we have to control how spirit deals with us. And then once you do that, you can control it all the time. I mean, but some of them are very persistent. You just gotta be like, yep. You just gotta like close your eyes and just think of something else. Just pick up a damn book and be like, yeah, this says Soul's Journey. Okay, cool, yeah. Blah blah. You just gotta like completely disconnect from it. If not, they're gonna consume you because they feel like their life was ruined and blah blah blah. And, some of them have like this sob story, and you're like, look, I don't want to hear it. Just answer the fucking question. Some of them you have to be stern with, and some of them are a blessing. They just come through, say everything, don't put no feelings into it because they already know you don't want it. They just start talking, 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 and then they show you things. And then, like I said, it's like how people are in real life. Some people are assholes. Some people are really cool. Some people are genuine. Some people are fake. It's the same thing in spirit. Like some of those people you're tapping into are those people. So you gotta watch out. You always gotta be aware of what's going on. If not, that shit will consume you. That's why sometimes I take a little pause and I'm like, what is this person trying to tell me? So, and then if they're like not saying anything, I'm like, all right, fuck you then. Goodbye. Talk to you later. Talk to you next time when you feel like it. Yeah, it's the way it is. Yeah, here it's 10:30 p.m. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Just keep like in contact with your granddad and spirit. It's a good thing that you can smell and you can feel. That's all good thing. Don't let it bother you. Just try and control it. Just try and control it all. That's all. Just talk. Like just you don't have to shout. Just be like, hey, I feel you. Like, don't scare me or don't do this to me. Call upon your granddad. Nothing will happen to you though. You got protection. You're good. All right, sweetheart. Good night. Take care. It's good speaking to you. Have a good Christmas if I don't see you. I should be around all weekend though. All right, Barb. Take care, sweetheart. Merry Christmas to you too. I'll be on Christmas night, most likely. I'll hang out with everybody and say Merry Christmas and see who's around. I did it last year. I do it every year. I always end off my Christmas by coming online and hanging out with everybody. I'll put on my Santa Claus hat. I have my little tree in the background with my lights. I'm starting to get into the Christmas spirit. Hey, Age of Aquarius, how you doing? But yeah, I'll be around tomorrow night and Christmas night. I'm gonna try and be on like all week throughout the night. Hang out with everybody. Yeah, I'm doing good. Okay, Barb, take care. See you then. Yeah, I'm doing good. Oh, it's good. Had a nice, easy day today. Just relaxed and did some shopping and grocery shopping. That is, fixed up, cleaned up around. Did some bought some takeout and didn't cook today. I was like, the hell with that. It's nice not cooking, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't mind, you know, being festive sometimes, even though Christmas isn't my favorite holiday. But I know people love Christmas. I like Christmas. Don't get me wrong, but like I'm like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't mean as much as it used to. It's only like to me Christmas like when I see like kids opening up gifts and so happy to see Santa Claus and shit. Like nah, I'm not a kid anymore, and neither is my nephews. So it's like it's kind of boring. I used to love like um, watching them open up the gift and be like, "Oh my God, you got me this! Oh, thank you! I love you so much!" And then you take the gift and you go outside and you play with it or whatever, and you do whatever with it. Like those were the days to me. That made me like that bring tears to my eyes seeing these kids open up their gifts. Because when I was a kid, I didn't get nothing like that. When I was a kid, here's your sweater, put it on, shut the fuck up, and let's go to church. And here's like a car you can race around the house, little small little wheel or a ball or something. They get me a ball so I can play outside. I weren't getting no fucking Nintendo and no fucking PlayStation and no fucking toys and like high like remote control cars and all these fucking kids. No, 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 you ain't getting shit. We give you an education, we put food on your table and clothes on your back. That's your fucking present, Mark. No way. Like back in the day, it was weren't no gift. You weren't getting no gifts like that. Maybe a pair of socks. We put clothes on your back. Like these kids, they get everything now, man. My nephews are spoiled. They get everything. Cause my siblings and I, we didn't have shit back then. Yeah, that's the only part I like. Um, is the beauty of the lights. Christmas tree and hooking up the Christmas tree, hooking up the lights outside, making the house look nice. The smell of the food. Everybody making things. The music's kind of annoying, all that jingle bells and all that shit. I'm sick and tired of hearing that shit every day. But it can get sentimental and relaxing at some point. All depends on what you're listening to. Um, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when I saw my nephews open up their gifts when they were like 5, 6, 7 years old, it's like holy shit. I remember one year my sister bought like a tricycle for my for the oldest son. He was like maybe 4 or 5, I guess. I don't know. I can't remember. But I never forget, like me bringing down the steps. And he's like, "Oh, Santa Claus left this gift upstairs." And he looked at me. He was like, "Oh my God, a bike!" So he got on the bike and he was running, going around. He was like pushing it. He couldn't. He didn't know how to pedal it. And then he was trying to reach the pedals. It was hilarious. Like it was like the funniest shit ever. It made me like almost cry. Say, look, this kid's so like happy to get a fucking tricycle. I wish I had one. Like we used to borrow our neighbor's one. Yeah, let me try. Let me go on yours. I can't. My parents can't afford that shit. I got my first like push bike when I was like 6, but before that, I didn't have no fucking bikes, no tricycles. My brother had one and it got handed down. We had the same. Everybody had the same tricycle. That's it. We all used it. It got handed down. My parents weren't buying a separate tricycle for everybody. Yeah, you use their shit when they're finished. But I got a brand new bike when I was like 6. I never forget it. It was a black black BMX bike, and it was like it was called a Royal Enfield, and it was black and red, and it was like it had red tires. It was like really cool bike, and my dad paid like $110 for it, and I'll never forget it. Like I saw the receipt on the microwave on top of the microwave, and I was like, "Fuck, my dad paid $100 for this bike. I better not fuck it up." I was always, I always knew like it was funny. But yeah, that's the best gift I ever got that I can remember was my own BMX bike. Yeah, my oldest nephew, my oldest nephews are 21, and my four oldest ones are 21, 19, 17, and 16. And those older ones, they don't hang around me no more. They don't really, they speak when they see me, but they don't like, come and visit me or like call me up on my birthday, or they don't do none of that shit. But when they were younger, they used to be my sister or my brother be like, "Hey, happy birthday, look, somebody wants to talk to you. Hey, Uncle Mark, happy birthday. And what you get for presents?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got this or whatever." "Oh yeah, we love you, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Okay, love you too." Nah, it's just like, "Yeah, fuck you. We don't care." But my the two youngest nephews, they're with me all the time. Crazy dog, what are you doing? Hmm? Damn crazy dog. What's the matter? You want to go outside? Hmm? What's the matter? You want to go outside? Hmm? Okay, we're gonna go outside. Crazy dog wants to go outside and go pee probably. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I've been on here for like 2.5 hours, so I'm gonna head out. She's going crazy. I'm gonna go take her out and go take her to go pee. All right, we're gonna go pee right now. Okay. All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys have a good night. I gotta go take this damn dog outside.